This is a Fatal 4 podcast.
Why strategy, Jimmy?
It's a necessity. Cody knows exactly who he's dealing with. Cody knows what Seth freaking Rollins is all about. And Rhodes now. Oh, to the cover, shoulders down. Oh, Cody didn't get all of it.
Welcome, everybody, to Didn't Get All of It. We are in episode 100. That's right, we did the dang thing. We got all of it for the first time. I'm your host, Paul Griffin, and joining me is the rest of the Fatal 4. You know him, who's also 100. It's B-Rob.
Back in my day, we didn't podcast like this. We just screamed out the window. I was like, hey, you! What do you think about the things and stuff?
People still do that. Speaking of screaming out of his window and saying, hey, you, what do you think of things and stuff? It's Cody.
Yeah, happy CN.
Almost?
Almost?
It's almost. Also here is Pro Wrestling Noah.
What's going on with Omos? What's he up to? Is he still in Japan?
He's in AAA.
Yeah. Also, I thought that was like when they gave Andrade like a whole name, and he was like Andrade Cien almost or something like that.
Yeah,
Almost.
Omos is Vikingo's heater.
Yep.
I just like
He's
to
the
imagine
tall to the small.
I just like to imagine WWE just being like, we got to get rid of this guy, but he has a contract, so let's just keep sending him places. And Omos is like, oh boy, I get to travel.
And he keeps getting over everywhere else.
Yeah,
I know. Prior to this, they sent him to Japan, where he became tag team champions, like his first match.
They were really excited about it
too, and he's booking.
That's why he's in Mexico, because Taker books there.
That AAA show's a fun watch.
It is.
Sure,
and
take your word for it.
If you like watching wrestling on Saturday nights, you can watch it with other people just like you in our Discord. We've given you 100 free episodes. Why don't you give us $3 or $5 and join us on the Patreon at patreon.com/fatal4pod. Get ad-free episodes and access to the Discord and bonus content like the bonus content coming out this weekend. The mailbag that you guys contributed to will be answering almost all of your questions. Because if we got all of it, then we'd have to rename the podcast. But head over to fatal4pod.com and there's a Patreon link at the top. You can figure it out. You've been to a website before, probably. Support the show, or we'll stop doing it. What else is there to talk about? What'd you guys get up to in the last week? Anything fun? Doesn't sound like it.
Fun.
What is fun?
Some of you guys stayed up late on a Sunday into a Monday morning to watch pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Us.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
AEW was on a Monday or on a Sunday.
AEW was on fire.
I went to an early screening of Project Hail Mary.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Did you cry?
No, actually.
People say you'll cry.
The Rock
I thought I was
Monster
going
make you
to
sad.
times, but no, it never actually got me there. But it's good.
Did Ryan Gosling die at the end?
Well, I can't say that.
Was that the Rock Monster from the Thor movie or whatever?
No, it's the one from the Never-Ending Story.
Rock Monster. Monster.
I hope that movie's better than the book, because the book I only got about halfway through and couldn't. I had to tap out because the writing really rubbed me the wrong way.
I thought people said the book was good. How'd they write it badly?
Oh,
yeah, my girlfriend just finished reading it. She said it was good. Maybe
I
just don't know how to
flex.
read.
Someone finished reading a book? Get over yourself.
What about the Rock Monster? Is he written well?
Imagine finishing a book.
In 2026,
You got to start them and then just move on halfway through.
I've done that. I got to finish I Am Legend.
Did you ever finish Becky
You
Lynch's
just
book?
watch that movie. Did I finish who? Becky Lynch? Yeah, I finished her book last year. Took me that long to read it. Because I did exactly what I said. I read like half of it, and then I put it down for like 2 years. And then I picked it back up one day. I'm like, I could finish this.
See, that's why I'm afraid
You're
of reading
finished
books.
John Moxley's
Because that happens to me a lot.
No, I have Moxley's book, but I've not even opened it.
All right, I propose we start a book club called Didn't Read All of It.
We should.
Good idea.
I can
We'll
just
read
grab
it.
shit right now and tell you shit that I'm like not even halfway through the Osama bin Laden book that I've been reading. It's I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm saying,
Get to the part where SEAL Team 6 orders a meal afterwards.
No, I haven't gotten to the SEAL Team 6 meal. No, it's just like it's called The Looming Tower, and it's like about everything that led up to 9/11. And I'm like, this is a great book.
What happened
Osama bin
there?
Laden's dad seemed pretty cool. And then I just never finished the book. So I'm looking at it right now. It's on top of the books that Noah talked me into buying.
I say that we, for the Didn't Get All of It book club, that we read half of all these books, and then we have to fantasy book the ending.
Well, I know what happens at the end of the Osama book.
Well, yeah, that's why I don't read those types of books.
History books.
Yeah.
I know where we're at.
The only history book I've read is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Just imagine.
Well, I don't
Rob
know
and-
that counts.
Well, actually, it kind of semi does, because all they did for the book was they took his actual life story and sprinkled vampires on it.
Sounds pretty dumb.
I'm just imagining
The
B-Rob
movie
in high school.
Made it better.
Imagining B-Rob in high school history class just yelling, "No spoilers! I haven't read the book yet."
No.
I bet he wished there was a vampire in that theater when he got shot in the fucking head.
Well, you want to know the twist on the book?
Sure. Does Ryan Gosling die at the end?
No. Neither does Abraham Lincoln. Well,
What?
technically he does, because he get turned into a vampire and he's just going throughout history and shit. He was there at when Martin Luther King had his speech and all kinds of other things like that.
Great. That sounds like shit. What a shitty sounding book.
Wow, Paul just said that Martin Luther King's speech sounds like
Mhm.
shit.
That's because the quality's not good. They need to. I'm an audiophile. I need things to
Nah,
sound
you're-
good.
That's
Different
not
kind
the
of
file I
file.
would.
Yeah.
Necrophile.
Sure. That's
I'm just
good
I'm just
too.
mad that Abraham Lincoln's still alive as a vampire because I wanted to fuck his corpse.
I said
Necro
that
Butcher.
audio.
Yeah, isolate that. I'm looking forward to how the AI dissects that when we're done with the show.
Kind of want to dissect the AI.
Yeah, fuck that AI bullshit.
It's creeping into Noah's
guys-
video games.
Have you guys been following the strawberry
The
The
what?
and the eggplant?
What?
What, the emoji?
Never mind. Never mind. This is.
You want to
What
how
is
many
that?
wrestlers
You
on
gotta
your
tell-
on your
You
Quibi
gotta
show?
tell us about it.
There's this like a horrible like Love Island AI story that's floating around online of like this strawberry who cheats on her strawberry husband with a giant eggplant and then gives birth to eggplant babies. It's really bad.
Why is
Never
that
mind.
a thing?
Just
Who's
forget
that for?
it. I don't know.
It's for Cody.
What is that? Why does anybody
Watching
want
it ironically, B-Rob. It's fine.
Okay. You watch a lot of things that way.
Yeah, like fucking pro wrestling at this point.
It's good now.
Is it?
Some of this week was pretty good.
All right.
Some of it.
Was Revolution good? Because I didn't watch it.
Some of it.
I liked most of it. I would say.
Tell us about it.
Right now?
Sure. I don't know. I can't think of a better time than now.
Bring us in, Noah. Start it up.
What better time than yeah.
Like the fuse.
Speaking
Grab her
of lighting
boobs.
fuses,
Dynamite.
well, not that, but they lit the fuse and brought on Big Boom AJ to and QT Marshall, and they had a match.
Wait, hang on.
Uh-huh.
Why are we talking about the pre-show?
I'm just saying that they were there. We don't have to talk about
No
the
one
match
cares about them
because it
anymore.
was
It's
pretty much
2026. We've moved on from
the
the
same-
Twizzler and Big Boom AJ.
the
No one
Twizzler.
cares about them anymore.
Yes,
The
they do.
Twizzler took a
They're
bump
done.
again.
Good.
Fuck them kids.
The way his career's going, he's going to be taking lots of bumps
I will say
off toilet
a
seats.
thing that happened on the pre-show that had consequences was the 21-man blackjack battle royal for Ricochet's national championship,
Yep.
of which Jungle Jack Perry won. And that was a pretty fun match, I would say.
Yeah, it was. So,
Is he going to
Ricochet
color this
gonna-
belt with a Sharpie too?
well, I don't think that's not what that belt's for. But
okay.
no, I had a question.
Mhm.
I kind of came into that late, and the fucking battle royal thing. I know it's supposed to be 21 participants or whatever. Isn't there one that comes in later or something like that, or supposed to be like a surprise, or am I misremembering that?
I think you may be misremembering. Because, yeah, there was... It
You
was
talking about the wild card?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
yeah, I don't remember. But
Because, like, from what I saw, it was just like, I don't even remember Jack Perry coming into the ring and just out of nowhere he was there and then he fucking won.
oh, well, that's because he, classic, took a bump early in the match and then just kind of rolled
Okay.
around on the floor for most the rest of it until the very end.
Very
One
well.
of those.
All right.
It was still cool, though.
Mhm.
And then, show started proper with the tag team championship match, which FTR retained, which I find interesting because of how much they hyped up, the Bucks. And they FTR attacked their family and the kids are here and they had a whole very elaborate entrance and stuff. And
Well, we would
FTR
find out
retained.
also later tonight if you have an elaborate entrance, your chances of victory isn't good.
that is true. But and that's, consequences of that. But the kind of the bigger story coming out of that match even is that Christian and Cope returned. Because they have unfinished business with FTR, which, say what you will about Adam Copeland and his run in AEW and the quality
People
thereof.
People do say what they will.
Yeah, but the last time that these people had a match, FTR and Christian and Cope, that match was way better than it had any right to be. Way better than I was expecting it to. So if they can do that again, I'm all for it.
Yes, but also, can we do something different, please?
No.
No. They're probably just going to do the same thing.
I don't know. I feel like they have to do a Young Buck match at some point.
They already building back to that. They already said that they're disappointed. They let their family down. They got to do all this, yada, yada, yada. We're going to work our way back up.
Yeah. Yup. Speaking of people having to work their way back up, or working their way back into the industry, perhaps. Tony Storm and Marina Shafir had a match, no holds barred, which was fine. I actually think Marina Shafir is getting a little better. At least
About time. It's only been how
more
long?
entertaining. Yeah, I don't know. She still moves around really awkwardly comparatively to the rest of the roster, but she's kind of making it work for her in a weird way. But Tony won the match, and then after the match, one Ronda Rousey makes an appearance.
The Ring of Honor?
Hell yeah.
Ring of Honor.
Shit.
And
The Ring of Honor? That's great. I'm happy she's there.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah, publicity for a Netflix fight.
I don't understand, like, all these AEW marks are, like, so mad that she's there, but, like,
I'm pretty mad.
first of all, she's pretty decent at wrestling. And yes.
Yes.
Fairly.
And she's a huge name who is having some obnoxious fight soon and spends most of that time talking shit about WWE. Why wouldn't you want that person on your team? And the UFC. And she talks shit about the UFC. All the TKO people, she hates them. So, like...
Yeah,
There's
because
also some other people she talks shit about.
Because apparently, whenever they proposed this fight, she went to UFC first, and it was like, "Nah, fam."
Yeah, and then she talked about, like, fighter pay and all the other shit.
Mhm.
But, like, I don't know. I mean, do we need to revisit the conversation of every pro wrestler can't be a problematic person? Because you're not going to have many wrestlers after that.
Yeah, but it's also, for me, she's a, slightly problematic person. And also, I just don't like the way she wrestles. So it's kind of a no-win situation for me, unfortunately. Kind
That's
of a
fine.
non-starter.
They'll give you something to complain about.
Yeah, and as problematic as
Keep
Gina
it
Carano
fresh.
is, boy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're going to give each other brain damage.
Mhm.
Just kidding. Ronda's not going to land a fucking strike.
Well, speaking of brain damage...
why are they having a boxing match?
What is a boxing match?
That's what it is. It's supposed to be boxing. I'm like, Ronda Rousey's never been good at boxing.
Because
She's
I think
notoriously getting rocked boxing all the time. That's how she loses.
I can only imagine that it's because whoever is funding this, they're like, boxing's the big money thing right now because of the Jake Paul or whatever. That's probably why.
I'm sure part of it is also neither of them are like trained for a fight at this point, and they're like, yeah, we'll just throw hands.
Sure.
Because it's fake. But also, like, if Tony Storm is as injured as they claim and is taking a bunch of time off, why did they run this angle?
Yeah, speaking of brain damage, they basically wrote Tony Storm off on this week's episode of Dynamite, where she got attacked backstage off camera. And when they showed her on camera, she was like face down on the ground with a ludicrous amount of blood pouring out of her head.
Ludicrous.
Like, it looked like she died. Like, it looked like someone murdered her. And then Mina Shirakawa had to take over for her match against Marina Shafir. But yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is, because
when did they determine that she was hurt? Was it during the match? Was it after the match? Was it before the match? Why would you run an angle where Tony Storm is challenged by Ronda Rousey if Tony Storm ain't going to be there for a while?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because like, then what do you do with Ronda? Because I'm sure you want to use her while you have her. And if Tony's hurt,
Was Ronda on Dynamite?
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
Great. We're off to the races, folks.
I mean, we never got like a Ronda Rousey is all elite graphic, right? This is definitely just a temporary thing.
Probably.
What if she just walked into the ring and pointed and like it wasn't scripted at all and she just was kind of lost?
Yeah,
Or
Paul.
she just wandered up there?
It's an MMA fight.
She just doesn't know where she is.
You're saying it's not
Maybe
boxing?
that's what happened.
Yeah, it's an
It's an
MMA fight.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading the
She's still
rules
gonna
right
get
now.
Fucking destroyed. None of those fights ever amount to anything, though. Like the old people fighting, it's just they're gonna dance around and
Yeah, it's just cash grab stuff, you know.
But everyone falls for it every single time.
Takeshita and Moxley?
Yeah, I really liked this match. Honestly, I think this was my match of the night. Which is interesting because if you ask the Discord, I think they would have a different opinion based on me adding this to the match of the year contender list in the Discord, and people had opinions about that. But then I looked on cagematch.com and it was one of the higher rated matches of the night. So
You might be right about something.
how about that? But yeah, I just thought it was really good. It was the second instance of the night of someone kicking out at 1, which happened 3 times this night. Which,
oh my God.
Hey, maybe have some communication about if you're going to kick out at 1 during your match, so everyone doesn't do it.
Yeah,
how about
it's like,
that?
fuck, I'm not going to change my match. We already booked. We already set it up.
yeah, but it was. I really liked it.
Was that prior? Going in? Did you think Takeshita was going to take it, or because I did?
I don't know. Well, because he overcame Claudio. The odds.
Mm-hmm.
He overcame Claudio. I don't know. I wasn't totally convinced because I feel like you still want to have that juice between him and Okada.
Mm-hmm.
Like over championship belts in AEW.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we kind of got, the answer to why Moxley retained, and it's because after the match, a video package, a very silly video package for Will Ospreay returning, happened where he's like in a Bacta tank from Star Wars, and
or the recovery tank from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he bursts out of that. Very silly, but he comes out and
or the recovery thing from Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Which Superman?
I don't know. The one he gets recovered in a thing.
Okay.
Now, Cody, you do one.
Batman.
Sure, like a Lazarus pit, let's say.
Yeah, it was great, so it works.
Will Ospreay's back from the dead, and he came back and single-handedly took out all of the Death Riders and chased them off. And
controversial, no homo take.
Yeah,
dude looks hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Yeah,
looks like him and MJF went to the
tremendous
same hair
haircut.
place.
They should book the entire company around him.
Honestly,
make him do press. This dude looks like a movie star.
I mean, with kind of the way things are going, that might end up being the case pretty soon.
Yeah, because everyone's injured.
Everyone's injured, and it seems like he's in really good shape as far as injury status and as far as all that goes, it seems like he's doing pretty good. So excited for Will Ospreay coming back. Then we had the women's tag team match, which
they got a name now.
Yeah, Lena Cross and Megan Bain are now the Divine Dominion, which is nice. And this actually there was stuff that happened earlier in the pre-show, which was Lena Cross and Willow had a match for the TBS title, which Willow retained, but also means that
she got a
wrestled. Yeah, she got a boo-boo, and I believe her shoulder. She was working the shoulder, and they worked earlier in the night, so they were a little gassed going into this. And the what are they? The Babes of Wrath ends up losing. So Divine Dominion are
a 5-minute match.
Champions. Yeah, it was way quicker than I was expecting it to be. Which I guess if you're doing an injury angle, you would want it to be fast, right? Yeah,
because Willow sold that shoulder magnificently in the pre-show match.
Yeah, so makes sense. I like the way that turned out. I also I really am into Lena Cross right now, so I don't mind her having the belt. So good on them. Then we had Swerve versus Brody King to determine who is the baddest of the most dangerous of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I saw
a lot of people put this on their match card.
Yes, yeah, I think I saw a decent amount of people saying that this was also match of the year, match of the night, if not year contender, which I would agree. There was some really cool stuff in this match. I really liked the kind of out of nowhere house call that Swerve did.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. Just really neat stuff all around. And then it almost every single match had someone coming back or some big update. With this one was Kenny Omega returns, I guess we'll see. Like, if he shows up on Dynamite next week, if he gets written off again by getting killed for like the third time in a row.
I mean, is there a fighting game coming out soon?
Right. Yeah, that was the other thing, right? Is that he did mocap for Alex in Street Fighter 6, which is fun because he did like the One Winged Angel, and that's mapped onto Alex. That's very cool.
And the V trigger.
Yeah, the V trigger. The women's world title. I was really hoping Chris Statlander would come out on top, but she did not. Tekla ended up taking it.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't love that.
And then the next match, I mean, we said enough about it, but like confusing to me, but it was all revealed after the fact. The trios match, the team of Mystico and Jet Speed versus the Don Callis family, Okada, Fletcher, and Mark Davis. The hodgepodge team of Jet Speed and Mystico fucking won.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that they're like hot swapping these trios titles. It keeps like because I feel like no one's really super paying like that close attention to the trios division, so it's neat that they keep changing it up like that.
Yeah, like, but for me, it's like they took it off of Jet Speed that quick. With Hangman going through whatever he was going through. And then they put Jet Speed immediately right back into it with partner Mystico. And I was like, I guess this is just like, their crossover deal thing or whatever. You're just trying to get some appearances and yada, yada.
They all had Mystico gear.
Yes. And mask.
Yeah.
But not only did they win, but they revealed shortly thereafter that Mystico is now all elite. He has a dual contract with freaking CMLL and AEW now.
And the crowd was very excited about that.
This is the original.
This is the same. This is the original Sin Cara, right?
Yeah, my fingy.
Okay. And at what point did Sin Cara Negro take over?
I don't know at what point, but the one that was the clone that wound up taking over the character after this one left the company was Camacho.
Right.
No,
for like a
Hunico. I'm sorry. Hunico. Camacho is now Tongaloa or some shit.
So where's Hunico? What's he doing?
He is still in Mexico, still wrestling under the Sin Cara mask with a slight variation. But yeah, he's still wrestling.
Interesting. Okay. Lucha Libre is confusing.
It is. Because once upon a time, Drulistico, which is Rush's brother, was a Mystico and shit. It's weird. That's why his mask looks so much like Mystico's. Because at one time he was Mystico. Lucha weird shit. They had a whole spreadsheet about the whole Mystico Sin Cara breakdown or whatever. I'll find it one day.
Speaking of dudes with masks, Bandito took on Andrade El Idolo, and Bandito showed up in Super Dragon gear, which popped a lot of people, it seems.
That shit was cool as fuck.
Yeah. I'm not totally familiar with Super Dragon, but it seemed like the people who knew really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really enjoyed the match. Also, another like along the same lines of Moxley versus Takeshita and Swerve versus Brody King, of just like super solid, super awesome, just like bell to bell wrestling. And then also kind of full octane, don't stop for nothing wrestling was Roddy, Orange, and Darby versus the Dogs in a match where everyone got real fucked up. Just if you can imagine, a match involving Darby Allin, that is bound to happen. But it was what's his name? Clark Connors.
Yeah.
There was like a spot where Darby was like standing next to the post on the outside of the ropes, like on the apron. And Clark Connors
speared the fuck out of him.
Speared him through the middle rope to the outside. It looked crazy.
It was just like how Big E used to do, but more reckless.
Yeah, like that. seemed insane. I'm glad that Darby has seemingly met someone who matches his freak, because that seems like a Darby Allin type move to do.
Mhm.
Just like completely putting your body on the line to do something like that. And then we had the main event in Texas Death, MJF versus Hangman Adam Page. Hangman Adam Page, before this, being undefeated in Texas Death. And
now this match started at what time?
Like 11.
Mhm.
11
Or
your time?
11,
Or
yeah, 11
11
time.
Central.
Central time. Yeah,
So
Central
Jesus
midnight
Christ.
Eastern. And it went 48 minutes?
46, but
Yeah, it
who's
went a
counting?
long time, yeah.
I mean, at that point,
That's
Yeah.
I think
insane.
everyone stopped counting.
And they did fucking everything in this match, man. They
Mhm.
tables,
They pretty
barbed
much
wire,
redid the previous
glass.
hardcore match that freaking Hangman had.
Yeah, and then also dog collars. Like Hangman brought out a dog collar and put it around MJF's neck, calling back to his, dog collar match with CM Punk, obviously. To which
Mhm.
MJF was even like, I'm out again. But I don't know. I thought it was like kind of stupid. Cause like, why would, like, I can see Hangman putting, doing dog collar on MJF, but then he, puts the dog collar around his own neck. And it's like, well, why would you do that?
Mhm.
And,
It's-
I can kind of,
the only thing they didn't do was the freaking exploding firecracker spot or whatever. It's like they called back to AEW's
okay.
greatest
Yeah.
hardcore matches and shit.
Yeah. The exploding barbed wire. Yeah.
So I obviously didn't watch this pay-per-view, but I did see quite a few clips from this match.
It's gross.
I'll just put it this way. This is not for me. This looked
Oh yeah, we know that.
this looked awful. They used syringes
Mm-hmm.
They've
and
done that before.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it sucks every time.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's
like,
unpleasant to look
this,
at.
this match was just, the concept of it is baffling to me, that the stipulation here was if Hangman Adam Page loses, he will never challenge for the
Yeah.
world title ever again.
In which
And then
did.
he fucking lost.
Yeah, he lost. He lost. He's not able to challenge ever again. But also, I don't know. Maybe he's dead. So he wouldn't have been able to anyways.
On one hand, like, why would you ever book yourself into that corner? It's so stupid. On the
Well,
other hand, I fucking hate Hangman Adam Page, and I'm glad he will never hold the world title ever again.
Well, you might be upset because Tony Khan kind of retconned it in the press event afterwards.
Of course he
He
did.
said, "You never know."
I mean, it's wrestling, so
Yeah,
you
no
never
shit.
know.
I spoke about this last time. He put Hangman under a mask and he went to contract and all kind of bullshit. Wait a minute, I wasn't Hangman when I won that, and here we are. You stupid ass wrestling shit.
Or like
But, like,
stipulation where he gets to.
They
get
did all
the
this
rights
stuff in
to
this
do
match.
that
How do you
again.
Yeah. How do you get higher than that?
top this?
Yes.
And like,
Yeah.
do you? And like, they can't do a match like this for a while now.
There's one next week on Collision.
There might be.
I'm about to say, Dynasty.
I did really like the way that Hangman's bloody head smacked the camera lens, and then there was just like a big bloody stain on the camera lens to close out
Yes.
the show. That was neat.
Very appropriate. Hangman Adam Page is a stain on AEW.
Well,
Dude sucks.
Well,
I
lucky for
enjoy
you, he's not going to be around for a while. So.
yeah, well, he's probably
Hell yeah.
Seems like he's taking some time off after being pretty much killed by MJF. And yeah, that was Revolution. I thought as AEW pay-per-views tend to be super solid. Not, I think maybe last year's Revolution was better. But
Yes.
still a really solid show. Still, I do not, I am glad that I spent the time with it that I did.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it, B-Rob?
I enjoyed it because I got to hang with the guys in the Discord, which you too can be a part of if you go to fatal4pod.com and look for the Patreon link.
That sounds great. Who wouldn't want to do that? Maybe we should give them a chance to do that right now and take a break. And during this little commercial break, you can listen to our ads and sign up for the Patreon and never hear ads again. When we come back, we're going to talk about WWE. And we're back. It's time to talk about the other side of the wrestling coin. If a wrestling coin was like a Rubik's Cube, because there's a lot of promotions. We're just going to talk about WWE. That's what we're talking about now. They did a lot of stuff on these shows. Oddly enough, not a lot on the 3-hour show, but they did some angles there. One being Charlotte and Alexa were challenging for the tag titles, and the Bellas returned after being gone for 5 weeks and cost them the match. They're clearly setting up a clusterfuck women's tag match for Mania.
You could take that clip of Paul saying that and insert it in literally any year since they introduced those tag titles, and it would be accurate.
I mean, it gets them on the card. I'm happy for them, cool. I guess.
Everyone get a participation trophy, have fun.
It's better than the previous participation trophy of Mae Young Battle Royal.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, those suck. And they do those still every year. They still do the fucking Battle Royals.
Poop is better than diarrhea. You've got that right.
Well, hang on. I love a diarrhea from time to time.
What the fuck? Yeah, you know what?
Diarrhea?
You know what, Paul? I'm with you.
Sometimes what are you just talking about?
Sometimes it's just like cleaning out the system. Out. Yeah.
Diarrhea is
it's
not
like
good.
Full-on... What do you mean it's not good? Do it in a toilet.
No. I sure hope you do.
This whole time, Cody's like, you guys don't do it in your pants. That's how it's supposed to happen. B-Rob, weigh in on this. What do you think about diarrhea?
It's good every now and then.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Cody, you don't like the big diarrhea?
No.
Yeah, you get like that tight, heavy feeling or whatever. It's good to
when
loosen
you can
that
feel
up.
it coming, and you're like, oh, I got to take the next 30 minutes of work off for this one.
Yeah.
What a fucking treat.
Or like you're about to fart, but then you can feel like
it's not going to be a fart.
Yeah, it's not going to be a fart. You can feel that moment where you're like, oh, you need to clench, and you're just like, need to get to the toilet.
I've never had that problem.
You ever had the sneaky one?
Sounds bad. Why is that good?
That part sounds bad, actually.
Anytime I have to say it's not good.
Yeah, but then you get to the toilet and it's a big relief.
No, it sounds like you had the sneaky one before, to where like you just go in there to take a pee and then all of a sudden you
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll happen.
I'm confused why Cody doesn't like a diarrhea.
I'm confused why you guys like a diarrhea.
This dude just like hard logs all the time.
That's all the glizzies you consume. It just comes out in links.
Comes out the same way they went in. You'd think eating that many crappy hot dogs, he'd be fucking diarrheaing all the time. Who's opening a fucking Big Mac?
Yeah, I'm getting ready for my diarrhea.
It's not sound like a Big Mac. It sounds like that's a candy. That's definitely someone's reaching into a candy bag.
Speaking of, hang on. Speaking of hot dogs, did you guys see that for all the fast food places do various like fish sandwiches for Lent?
Yeah.
In this season.
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel, the hot dog fast food restaurant. They got fish the long way.
Oh,
where they.
The long way,
where they take a fish fillet, but it's long, and they put it in a hot dog bun.
What? I need
You
this.
can have a fish hot dog.
I want that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking up a Wiener Schnitzel right now.
I don't
It's
know
like
if there's any
It's like a bad lobster roll.
around us. That's not, bad lobster roll is still pretty good.
they call it the
No.
sea dog.
No, a bad lobster roll is not good.
Yeah, it gives you the diarrhea.
You know when a lobster roll costs $30, it ain't gonna be good. You got to get them expensive lobster rolls.
Oh shit! There's one 15 minutes away from me.
What? Where's the closest?
Houston's got everything except for like good weather, working roads, money,
Public transit.
City,
Hell! I don't even know if it's open yet. It say coming soon on the map. That's good. Now I know.
Like diarrhea.
I think a restaurant wants to advertise that way.
Taco Bell's been getting away with it for decades.
Nah, it's just that weak ass generation or whatever. I remember eating it back in my day. Well, I dropped $20 and get 38 tacos, and I go to work the next day and be fine.
The amount of people there, it's like you talk about Taco Bell and they're like, I hope you like diarrhea. First of all, I do, but also if Taco Bell's giving you diarrhea, you're a weak person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're a weak little boy.
You need to have more beans in your diet because that's probably why you're having diarrhea, because you haven't eaten enough beans lately and you get a whole bunch of them.
You need fiber.
Diarrhea.
More fiber.
Oh, on a personal note,
Cody?
for you guys, we were talking about this last week. I'm back to pooping regularly.
Oh,
hooray!
That was a big concern of mine, like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Because I upped my dosage on my Zepbound, and all of a sudden my body's like, you can take 3 days off of the bathroom. And I'm like, no, I can't. Get me back in there. I got meetings to miss at work.
I do love taking time off my, using office time to go poo. That's a good time.
It's the best. Getting paid.
Back in my day, when I took a poo, I rolled up some newspaper and just had something to read.
SmackDown. Speaking of diarrhea, the only other big thing on SmackDown that took place was Drew McIntyre quit and came back in the same episode. That was dumb.
Yeah, I'm so sick. It's like the fourth time he's quit.
And now he's facing Jacob Fatu tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that match just doesn't happen and it gets bumped to Mania. Like they just brawl or something.
Sure.
Whatever. Main event segment was the thing anybody cared about. It was Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton signing the contract. Cody Rhodes being the diplomatic good boy, and Randy Orton doing a turn of sorts by kicking him in the wiener and beating the shit out of him. Cody did a bunch of blood.
Maybe of sorts. This was a full-on heel turn.
I don't know. Some people are like, it's just Randy being Randy.
It is.
Yeah, it was pretty full-on heel turn. But people want to boo Cody because he's championed too much.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if this generation was watching the Attitude Era?
Oh, God. Stone Cold would have...
Oh, I'm so sick of Stone Cold. He's always the champ.
Triple H.
People like losing the belt and winning it back on Raw like every other week. Stupid people. Cody Rhodes got his ass beat, bladed pretty well, got put in the steps in a way, and then Randy Orton did a chair shot to his noggin, like a straight up, straight down chair shot. Pretty cool spot. I saw people being like, I thought chair shots to the head were illegal, because everyone on the internet's really fucking dumb.
He didn't hit him, folks.
He hit the stairs really hard.
TV magic.
It sounded and looked cool.
At least they did it better than the Von Wagner spot.
I forgot about the Von Wagner spot. I forgot about Von Wagner.
Yeah.
And I'd like to keep it that way.
Come Tuesday?
Yeah, the Come Tuesday guy.
This is your quarterly Wagner watch.
That better not happen every quarter. I need that to be way less frequent with diarrhea.
This is your reminder to watch your Wagner. I want to do that at least once a month.
Or wash it.
Yeah. Which Wagner, though? The Wagner Jr. or Wagner Jr.?
This was a cool cool angle. I'm excited for this match. I think it's going to be way better than anything they were secretly not building to for the last month. And is it the main event for the first night? Is that what they've confirmed, or is it the second night? think it's first night because Roman and Punk would close. That can't be right, though.
Yeah, no, Orton and Cody are night 1, and Punk and Roman are
It's
night
the bigger
2.
title.
But it's not the bigger match.
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm.
I would argue it's a bigger match. But yeah, that was
CM
SmackDown.
Punk's the bigger star.
Not a ton going on there. Ilya still won't wrestle, and he's being like really weird and stupid about it. But I assume he gets a spot at Mania for that title too. So it's like Ilya and Mello. What else happened? Nothing. Over on Raw, can we talk about like the most perfect fucking segment I've seen in a long time?
Yes, we can. But it depends on what segment you're talking about.
It's the opening segment. This is great.
Oh. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Seth Rollins showed up with his masked men, which that part I don't care for. Masked man Seth Rollins is really dumb. But he started talking, which he wasn't going to do last week, but now he is. And he said that he's the Vision Hunter, and he's going to eliminate the Vision. Paul Heyman showed up looking like he hasn't slept in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very possible he just didn't for the act. And Seth Rollins was like, anybody who stands with Heyman is a target of mine. And Heyman's like, okay, here's Brock Lesnar. Because anytime someone puts hands on Heyman, Brock Lesnar comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hold on. I think you're underselling it a little bit. He did kind of have that cool line of being like FA, FO, FA, F5.
yeah, I mean, it was cool.
I thought that is neat. It was clever.
This was great if you enjoy Brock Lesnar throwing nobodies around, because he did. He murdered every one of these masked guys. One dude like ate the stairs in a way that only MJF would want to put in a main event match. Just great murder session, and he gets Seth Rollins cornered. And at this point, I'm like, fuck. Are they gonna not do the thing they should do? And no. Seth Rollins was not scared of Brock at all, and then the lights went out, and out comes Obafemi to the biggest reaction I think he's ever gotten. In his
That man
entire life.
cried in the ring.
I saw people saying that. I don't. He was just sweating.
I think he was sweating.
Yeah, like
Could have had an allergy.
Yeah, insane. Like, you couldn't ask for a better crowd reaction for this moment, because
I'm shocked it came out of Texas.
It would have been a fine segment, regardless. But like, this solidified him. This was star making, 100%.
I like the.
He's already a star, but this really helped.
I like
if you've never seen him before, and this was your first time, you're like, oh, this guy is like the biggest wrestler they have. I
like the tweet, whether it was real or made up, from Kofi Kingston. It's like, yeah, avenge us.
Did he tweet that, or was it fake?
Yeah, no, like I said, regardless if it was real or fake, I liked it.
No.
He did.
That's fun. Yeah, so Oba comes out to this huge reaction. Crowd is chanting and barking, and it's perfect. And there was a part of me that's like, if Obafemi attacks Seth Rollins right now, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Because there was a part of me, I'm like...
I mean, that's valid, too. That's a valid
There was
thought.
a part of me that's like, man, the Vision sure is out of people. And I could absolutely see them do that.
Oh, you mean instead of attacking Brock?
Yeah.
If he had joined the Vision instead, we'd be having a very different conversation right now.
That would have been terrible. I thought you meant like, oh, he beats up Brock Lesnar and then he also beats up Seth Rollins just to show that he's a badass, because that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe. But no, Seth, he baited Brock, and then Oba hit the sit-out powerbomb and stood on his chest and pointed at the sign, and it was perfect. Everything about this was perfect.
Yeah. And it's kind of like a Drew McIntyre moment too, because a lot of people pointed it out that Brock was signaling to him to step on his chest, like how he did with Drew when he claymored him on the stage and told him to pick up the belt and pose with it and shit.
I think Brock deserves some credit for this. I don't care about that so much, but the reaction that he gave when Oba was walking to the ring, where he's like clearly intimidated, and then acknowledging that the crowd is also fully on board here. Like he was. It's easy to shit on Brock.
He didn't Keith Lee it.
When he's doing what he's supposed to do, he's probably one of the best to do it.
Yeah. When Brock cares and when he's doing business, he is legitimately one of the greatest of all time. Like, there's plenty to be said about him and countless other, off-screen things and what have you. But when it comes down to it, in the ring and being a pro wrestler, he's one of the best sellers of all time. Bumpers, like, the dude just gets it. And when he cares, it really shows. And this was not a great segment just because of Oba, or just because of Lesnar. It was just like a perfect moment. All the stars aligned.
Yeah. They got it right. Now, will they hit a home run at WrestleMania?
I hope to for once.
I hope so. Because I hope, like I said, when Lesnar cares, like when he went out there with Punk, when he went out there with Bryan and AJ, and like, I'd like to think that he sees something in this kid and he's going to go out there and have a banger with him.
But
like, just compare this segment to all of the stuff he did with Omos.
I honestly don't even care if the match is amazing. Like, it could be a 5-minute fucking squash. Like, Oba has to come out the winner.
But that would be amazing, though. Even if it is a squash match, like, that would be, like, Lesnar doing business, and that would be a good moment.
Yeah. But Oba has to win. I don't want to hear any of this fucking, like, just being in the ring with him is good, and he can beat somebody else later. No, he has to win.
Yeah.
And honestly, if from fantasy booking here, which I do way too much on this show.
Yeah, you do.
Whoever wins the main event between Punk and Roman should immediately lose the title to Oba on Raw the night after Mania.
Interesting. I don't know about that, but
I think, look, if Roman wins and opens Raw the next night being like, I had such a long title reign, I'm going to beat that and no one's going to stop me, and then Oba shows up and says, prove it tonight, and they do the match and Oba just beats him.
All right, you sold me. That's kind of cool.
That'd be fucking great.
That's the only way I will accept a Roman Reigns win at Mania.
Me too. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're getting that at all. So don't get excited. Pretend that I didn't fantasy book something great right now.
Fuck. I still want Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to happen because of you.
Yeah, well, I bet they're going to add it to the Rumble card.
Here's something though. What I think they should do is Brock Lesnar should get his ass beat so bad that it basically turns him face, and you get like Lesnar comes out the next night and is like, "Damn kid, like good job, I respect you." They shake hands. Maybe someone tries to step up to them. They work together. Whatever. Like, do a Brock Lesnar face turn.
You do with Cody.
Kind of, yeah, but like actually do it.
Yeah.
And then, because then I think Lesnar just needs to go on a quick little baby face run up until SummerSlam where he loses to Gunther and retires.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, do what you just said up until that they team up. You just say Gunther comes out and be like, nah, fuck that, son. Choke him out, and then we go move forward.
Speed run to SummerSlam.
Yes. If he wants to care, Brock Lesnar, at this point in time, if he wants to care and be a good businessman, fucking retire.
I mean, he's going to.
Now, though.
Do
an AJ Styles. I'm retiring in 2026. Soon as the clock struck midnight on 2026, that motherfucker retired.
I think him getting murked by Gunther the next night is not good because it just devalues Oba beating Brock because it happens too quickly.
Yeah, true.
Like, well, it depends on how they book that match. If it's a squash, like you said, Brock is going to be hurting down. Then
even if it's not a squash, even if it's not, like, it's still a big deal for someone to beat Brock, and to do it 2 nights in a row would be silly.
Not if you get dastardly done.
I know you don't like
Lesnar.
I know you don't like him because he's old. But
no, I don't like him for a myriad of things.
Okay, well, doesn't matter. Allegedly, WWE is expecting Braun Breaker back before WrestleMania, so that seems to be the.
I sure hope so. Yeah, I sure hope so because I mean, I like Braun, and they need to settle this.
The way that they structured this show with Lesnar going to Oba and then Theory and Logan going to tag titles sure makes it sound like they're expecting Breaker back for Mania. Because then what does Seth do? Seth and Gunther? Because Gunther has nothing.
Yeah, like Io Sky has nothing. Like, what is going on? Mania is what? Let me pull up a calendar. It's not that far.
Couple weeks,
Io's, right?
Io's going to find her way into the tag match, probably.
It's like
it sure
4
seems
weeks
like
away.
she's doing something there. I don't know who would be her partner, though.
With who, though? Yeah.
Maybe someone from NXT,
Bayley?
Sol Roku.
I'm so sick of throwing together women's tag teams.
Yeah. Not into
Io
that.
deserves way more than that.
Maybe she could wrestle Gunther.
That would fucking rule. You ever see her matches in Lucha Underground with the men?
No. But I could play it in 2K26.
Pretty good.
I can throw her off scaffolding into a shopping cart in 2K26.
Can you put a trash
I
can
haven't
on
played
her?
that match type yet. I think you can.
They should just run back her and Penta from Lucha Underground. Do that for the IC title.
Or
There you
Chelsea and Penta. Or Io and Penta. Or Sky and Penta.
I just said Io and Penta.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm talking about.
Me too.
Why'd you... Whatever.
Other stuff that happened on Raw, Liv Morgan cut a promo about how this is her plan the whole time, which we've been watching the product. We all know that. And Dominic Mysterio was not there because he got his noggin cracked open at AAA and was not cleared to be there. So Liv had to do the heavy lifting here. Balor wasn't there either. So no Judgment Day developments here, really. AJ Lee and Bailey had a match that was a hoot.
It was great. It was like really, really great. AJ's so good. She has not lost a step at all. And I think she's always been this great, but it almost feels like she's having better matches now than she ever did. And I don't know that
she's in there with
Better
better
partners.
Well, that's the
Everyone
thing.
is a better wrestler today than when she left.
I don't think that's necessarily she got better. I think yes, her dance partners are better, and you know the producing around women's matches is better, and they're allotted more time, and it's so great to see her be able to, get these opportunities that she so deserved a decade ago. This is a great match.
Yeah. And then Bayley.
Kind of surprised AJ won, though, to be honest. I
Really?
definitely thought we were... Well, I thought we were going to get a Becky interference, and they were just going to transition the IC program to, like, Bayley and Lyra at Mania.
That'd been something.
Just because, like, AJ and Becky doesn't need the title, necessarily. So, I figured they would just do a grudge match, and the way that Lyra and Bayley had a backstage segment where Lyra was like, I'm going to get you to Mania, or whatever. I figured Bayley wins the title, and then that ends up being the match. But alas, AJ won, tapped her out, and then Becky attacked. Very, very polite of Becky to wait till after the match to.
Yeah, she beat her up on the stage and all that shit.
When you ain't ready, baby.
I don't know. I think we talked about this last week, but I really wish AJ was not facing Becky at Mania.
I would really like to believe that if Roxanne Perez didn't have her health issues right now, that would have been the program.
That would have been amazing.
And they just didn't have a backup plan, so they're like, fuck it, just work Becky again.
Also, just to point out, people were giving Michael Cole shit for saying AJ versus Becky to start the show. All of us in this conversation has almost said the wrong name here. Just trying to talk about this fucking match. So give the guy some credit.
Bayley, Becky, B-Rob. It's all very confusing.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
All these B names, they all look the same. Speaking of great matches, Penta and Dragon Lee. Whew. They put this shit on free TV.
This match
was
wasn't
so
even supposed to it wasn't even supposed to happen. Wasn't Dragon Lee was a replacement for, was it Dominic? I think Dominic was supposed to wrestle Penta, like a rematch.
I don't know. Penta just said I want to defend the title, and they gave him a mystery opponent of Dragon Lee.
Yeah, this was really good. That dive that
Over
Dragon Lee did,
the table.
yeah,
Mhm.
fucking shot out of a cannon, 1,000,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, he does that.
I feel like Dragon Lee's the like one guy who's like you can lose all your matches and still get over because he's so fucking good. They're gonna have to start letting him win at some point, but it's acceptable for him to go out there and just have a banger and lose.
He was one of the first masked men they kind of brought in, like the newer crop, and he was like the only one. And then they got Penta, then they got the rest of them, and then they put old boy in the goddamn mask, and it was just what the fuck.
And then they bought a whole ass company full of
Yeah, no shit.
Now everyone's got masks, more merch to sell. Great fucking match. Great way to end the show. Thankfully, the show ended here. There was no CM Punk Roman promo that was really bad.
Hold on. There was, in fact, a CM Punk and Roman Reigns program.
No!
Don't believe Paul's lies. Roman ain't it, folks. He just doesn't have it. This happened in the Cena program, and it's happening in the Punk program, where he is very clearly outclassed.
Did you say suffering succotash?
He should have.
No, he stumbles over his words. He has like this. It just does. He doesn't feel genuine. Like it feels like such a false bravado.
He some of his material here, like outside of the fact that he can't fucking just hang in the ring with these people who are better at mic talking. Not me, obviously, but
Paul's the best at mic talking.
His fucking lines, like, you people like this guy? Like, he hates the fucking crowd. Which is crazy that they cheer for him, but he's like shitting on the crowd the whole time. 2 weeks ago, he called them all old virgins. And then this week, he's like, I'm a part-timer because I don't want to fucking be here. I want to be with my family, and that's okay. And everyone's like, great. And then he had some insult to Punk about him being a part-timer and only coming when it matters. And he's like, ask your wife. And I'm like, AJ just wrestled on this fucking show, and you haven't wrestled on Raw since January of last year. Like, that's not a fucking dig at him. She's there all the time.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, like, the AJ line I thought was his best line. But you're right. It was just bad timing because, like, she did wrestle on this show. But if he had said that, like, 3 weeks ago, fair enough, because she was, very part-time.
Not around.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And then the segment ended in it reminded me very much of the old Punk and Cena promo back in the day where Punk called Cena the New York Yankees, and it made him angry.
Cena sad.
He punched him. But instead, Roman called CM Punk old.
Yeah, that was... And his reaction to that, I thought, was really stupid, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Talked about his wife, didn't say anything. Then you called him old. He's like, "Oh, I'm flipping out."
I don't know. Like, unless CM Punk was genuinely not comfortable with doing it, it should have been. It should have been that. If he wasn't cool with that, then I respect that, and that's fine. But like, come up with something better than you're old. Like,
how about just fucking fight? Like, what are we talking? Stop talking. Do a fight.
And then, I don't know, and then Roman just, like, sat there and took the punch and just was like, oh, my face hurt.
And apparently he cut a promo after the show talking shit, and I'm like, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, hell no.
Like, if that's the material you got, I'm not gonna tune in for more. But, like, they immediately pulled them apart. Like, this program needs something real bad, and it's just got nothing. I don't get it. Also, Roman is 40. Like, he's not exactly a young guy either.
Right.
I say this as someone who's almost there. But, like, I don't know. What are we fucking doing? And then I don't know. Is he there this week?
I think so, because Raw is actually in Boston this upcoming week, and I will be attending. And the email that I got, like with the advertisement, he was featured on the picture. I don't know if that necessarily means anything these days, but
neat. You'll get to point at the ceiling and cheer for him while he calls you a stupid idiot for cheering for CM Punk.
I definitely won't be doing that, but I will be cheering for CM Punk,
who will probably also be there because he's there every single week and he wrestles.
And maybe you won't be mad and swear that you won't watch WWE programming again.
I mean, we'll all get pushed.
Oh, you're right. This might be my last Raw ever.
That's not happening.
You're right.
Dude got fucking sweet tickets.
Yeah.
Well, what an episode 100 we had. Just recapping the shows. This is how it is every week. We're not doing anything special for episode 100.
We are. Hosts from
the past, but we're all here. That's right. So, yeah, episode 100. We said we were doing a mailbag. That is coming to your Patreon feed in the next few days because we are about to record it. So thank you for submitting your questions. If you want to be part of the community that we've cooked up that has a whole Discord of folks chatting all throughout the week, including us, fatal4pod.com, click the Patreon thing, sign up to that, link your Discord, and all of a sudden you will be part of the community and you'll be a proud supporter of podcasters
and stuff.
Yeah. That's what needs your money today, is us.
Also, shout out to Didn't Get All of It Japan. We also hit our milestone 50th episode this week.
Last episode of all time. Can't believe y'all announced that.
I know. And also, shout out to Ultimo Dragon Ball. They just wrapped their first season. They have completed their journey.
Have they?
Yes. Well, not inevitably, but they got some other stuff planned, which if you listen to the show, they'll tell you.
I can't. It's my lawn mowing podcast, and my grass has been dormant for 6 months now.
Well, just go pretend. You got an electric lawnmower.
Without
you got an electric lawnmower. Just go push it around the yard.
What if just listen to it while you
while I do diarrhea?
Yeah.
Doesn't
take
that
say
long.
while you mow your lawn, down there.
Yeah. Oh, and if you go to manscaped.com and use promo code.
You don't have that sponsorship. Don't use promo codes. Folks, we did it. 100 episodes. Maybe we'll do it again next week. I'll do it next week. You guys going to be here?
We're going to do 100 episodes next week?
Yeah. We're going to do 100 more episodes next week. All in one night. Tune in. Boy. In the meantime, I'm going to say the thing. We didn't get all of it, folks. But we'll try again next week. For myself, Paul, that's me, and Cody, and Noah, and B-Rob, thanks for listening to as many episodes as you listen to. Maybe it's 100, maybe it's 2. Thanks. See you next week.
Enjoy your diarrhea.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.
Done. I've got to clean all this shit up.